Hello everyone, I'm Captain Mick56, and in today's video, this is a Noob to Pro series. I'm going to try to get this screwdriver tool, the properties tool here. This one's useful for being able to unanchor and anchor items individually. You can make things turn collision on and off. You can speed up or slow down your wheel speed, your jets, all that kind of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff you can do with it. It's hard to build the next thing I want to show you without having that tool. So I'm going to get on it, and we're going to play some music, and we're going to see how long this thing takes. Alright, video's been running for about 22 minutes now, and I've got all the gold I need to make the purchase, so here I go. We'll go there, we'll buy the screwdriver. Now I need to show you something to do with it. And to do so, I have switched servers. I got into Hero Plays Roblox's private server. He allowed me in so that I can do this next part. And I'm going to rebuild the NOOB boat. I'm going to make it up off the ground because I really don't like to have to launch. There's something about that that just bugs me. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, I do. It's because I've launched so many times that I am just liking the unanchored thing. When you unanchor, you keep all your tools. So I'm going to save this over my new boat. So that will allow me to unanchor that thing. And I'm going to get on here, and then I'm going to stick a cannon on top. Oh, I don't have a cannon. I need to buy a cannon. Cannon. There we go. That's kind of nice. I can purchase an individual cannon for 80 gold. Because the other thing is, like, you can get cannons, but you have to buy one of these packages here. It's 550 gold, and you get, let's see, do you even get a cannon in there? You get a big cannon, 5 TNTs. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's not how you ever get cannons. It's been a while since I had to buy a cannon. Anyway, I just did, so now I have one. Awesome. So I'm going to just place that right on top of there, and I think this will work. So I'm just going to... So my keys are all out of order from what I'm used to. So when you start buying the tools here, this one's loaded as 3 right now. When you get the rest of the tools, this one will be number 5 on a keyboard, and this one will be number 6 on the keyboard. So right now they're a little out of sync with what I'm used to, and that is tricky for me. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to grab a hold of that properties tool, and I think Crystal Cave Stage is right here. Yeah. So I'm going to anchor myself. I'm going to just anchor myself right there. And then I'm going to start shooting these crystals. I think you have to shoot like 10 of them. And then it'll teleport you into the next room. So I got to wait for the cannon to reload each time, so I'll just fast forward this just a little bit. Okay, that was right on cue. That was 10 of them. And you get these lasers, and then it drops you in this place. And I guess I gotta get rid of that glue. Uh-oh. What happened? Ah, it didn't take... It put me in there and then it took me back out? I don't understand. That's really kind of annoying. I'm not sure what I have to do now. That seems like a problem. So I guess I probably need to, as soon as it starts doing that, I need to unglue myself. Huh. I'll zip back down there again and try it again. Okay, that worked. So I just clicked my glue as it loaded me in here. That was kind of strange, but hey, note to self, don't have yourself glued while it's trying to teleport you. So you just run down this little hallway here. I think there's only one place to go here. So this is kind of a neat little side room, and there's two portals here, the yellow one and the green one, and they both link you to a large room with a bunch of portals in it. And then those portals link you to 6 smaller rooms. So there's 8 rooms off of these portals, excluding this room we're in. This is one of the big rooms, and then these portals take you to other rooms, and within those other rooms, there's portals that link you to other portals. This one here is an exception. So this is the gray one. There's one of the crystals in the gray one, and I think there's a black portal that has one, and then like one of the pink portals has one as well. So you have to just grab those crystals, and then you take them back into the big room, and you put them in these little spots where they go, these little pods here. And I'm not going to bother showing you or telling you about the map because you only need to do this thing once, and it's really easy enough to just plow through it, and you'll find it. You'll be a little lost in portals sometimes, but essentially there's 3 of those crystals running around, and you just have to find out how to get them. And there's only 8 rooms to migrate through, and if you have a jetpack, you can jetpack up to the top of the room, up to the top of the ceiling, and then you can zoom your camera view out, and you can see all the rooms. You can see that there's the 8 rooms, 2 big ones, 6 small ones. And so I just went into that portal there, so now I'm going to do the red one. And I'm just going to fast forward this. You just keep zipping around until you find all the 3 crystals. This will be the second crystal. This is the black one. So this one here is in the pink portal, but I think there's 2 pink portals. It's kind of weird. That's one of them. This one's another one. It's a slightly different colored pink, which is kind of strange, but whatever. You don't have to do anything to get this to trigger. You just drop them in there. In fact, you don't even have to click on them to pick them up. You just walk to them, touch them, and they stick to you, and then you drop them off and they stick in there. And just go over here and touch this chest, and there's your portals right there. So with that, those portals will be able to make an AFK grinder, and I'll get started on that here soon. Okay, there are several ways to make an AFK grinder, and I'm going to show you one of them that I think if I were going to use one on any kind of regular basis, I'd want something very, very simple. Simple is kind of nice because, well, some people come along and mess up your stuff sometimes, so it's good to have things be simple. Looking for blocks. I need to make a stick, and it needs to be long, but it needs to not weigh very much, and I think I need some plastic. I think I would prefer plastic. I'm going to get me a little bit more gold by loading up the NOOB boat and zipping to the treasure a couple more times. I'm using this thing a lot. I haven't really used one of these in, I don't know, like a year probably. So making this Noob to Pro series is interesting for me. It's kind of like a blast from the past kind of thing. I'll run to the treasure a couple more times and get me some more gold. I'm going to buy some pistons and some plastic, and then I'll show you how to do it. Hey, change of plans. I just had an idea. How about I fire up one of these quests and do that, and that should give me a little bit of gold. So once you have the new boat, you can actually do the quest really fast, and you can get, I should have done that earlier probably, now that I'm thinking about it. Kind of a big duh. Anyway, here we are. This is easy enough to do, as are most of the quests once you have this boat. Just come up here, touch the target, and you got this one done. And just like that, I get 200 more gold, which is totally awesome. Now I'm going to clear it, and let's fire up another one of these quests I can knock out real fast. Let's see, the ramp quest is super easy. Okay, it's really hard to build while I'm climbing. $350 more gold. Awesome. Soccer ball quest. Let's see, this one I'm going to use, well, actually I've got more gold than anything else. Apparently I've went to the treasure 60 times so far, so I guess that's alright. I'm going to go in here, hit the little plus, and I'm going to change the rotation to 45, and I'm going to do RRT, and that will make that angle right there, and then I'm going to switch to scaling tool, and I'm just going to make a ramp out of this thing. Just like so. Let's see, let's make that ramp a little bit thinner so I can make it bigger. Good enough. I just have to kind of like line it up with a soccer ball. So I'm just going to, I guess I need a harpoon. Let's see, how do you buy a harpoon? Oh, look at that, a harpoon. 200 gold. I don't have a harpoon yet. I wonder if there's anything that gives me a harpoon, like one of the other quests. Oh, I can't click through them. Let me cancel this quest and click through those things and find out. Let's see. Cancel here. Cancel. Yeah. Huh. Dragon Quest gives you cannons. I see that. That's kind of neat. Okay, well, I guess there's no harpoons there at all. So I guess I could just buy a harpoon. Fine. I'll buy a harpoon. 200 gold. Seems like such a waste. I don't really like harpoons, but they come in handy for some stuff like this. And now I need to clear that, fire up the soccer quest again. Okay, now I'm just going to stick the harpoon at the top of the hill here, and hopefully I can trigger that thing from there. I can't. So just pop a little block on here. Maybe I can just jump a little higher so I can touch it, maybe. There we go. Now you just target the soccer ball, pull it up the hill, and then release it. There we go. Mission accomplished. 300 more gold. Excellent. I don't know, I could probably gain gold about as fast going down the river, but I gotta do these quests at some point anyway, so... Cloud quest. Oh yeah, clear blocks. Clear all, yes. Cloud quest. Another easy one to do with the NOOB boat. Let's see, there's a cloud up there. Just jump, jump, jump all the way up there and touch it, and you're done. Hello, Mr. Cloud. Thank you for the 25 balloons and the 100 gold. Awesome. Okay, so let's see here. Clear all. Next quest. What else do I have? The box. Ooh, the box. The box can be a pain, but let me show you a little trick with the box. I'm going to place any block. And I'm just going to mark its spot. Now you can see the problem right there. So I'm going to just click that on there, and I'm going to go back in here and cancel that quest, so that box disappears. So it used to be right underneath here. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to place. I'm going to use gold. I'm just going to place gold around here, and essentially I'm going to make a NOOB boat. But I'm going to make it with that question mark block right at the center. So I'm going to put everything on here that I need, and then I'm going to save this. And I'm just going to say, I'm just going to save it to nothing. Blank. Okay. Now I'm going to clear it, and then I'm going to reload the box quest again, and then I'm going to load that build that I just did, jump on there really quick, grab some glue, delete, glue, glue, launch. And essentially I'm just going to go down here as expediently as I can, try to get enough stages to get credit for this thing. You don't necessarily have to make it all the way to the treasure for this one, you just have to make a few stages. Seems like I should already be there by now. And I might actually just have to reset before it gives me credit for it. Don't really remember for sure. Essentially I'm taking that box with me all the way to the treasure. Hey, look at that. For no apparent reason, the quest completed. And look where I am. I'll just go ahead and collect the treasure while I'm here. As a zombie. Yeah, so that box, that question mark box, will do all kinds of crazy stuff to you. Blow you up, turn you into all gold, turn you to all wood, turn you into a zombie, does all kinds of stuff. It's kind of fun, but it's also destructive. Okay, what else can I do? My gosh, I've got 2,100 gold right now. That's amazing. It's amazing what you can do with the NOOB boat in a little bit of time. Thin ice. Hey, that's another one you can do with a NOOB boat. All you gotta do is load it, and it's made out of ice. And you just jump on it and do the same thing you always do. And there we go. And I don't think this one has to go all the way down the river either. I think you just have to get a few stages. I'm not sure what the magic number is, but since I'm on the road here, I might as well just go ahead and take it to the treasure and get some extra gold that way. There we go, 100 ice. 1,000 gold. Wow, nice. Good reward for that one. I wasn't even paying attention to the rewards here. That's pretty awesome. And the last one is the Dragon Quest. I am not quite brave enough to attempt the dragon just yet. Yeah, you can try it, but when he gets a hold of you, he's kind of brutal, so it'd be good to have a few guns and stuff ready for him. And I'll show you that in some other video, a little bit later. He's a little bit more of a pro than an amateur kind of thing. Okay, so time for building. Let's see. I need to buy some plastic. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the map here, trying to figure out what to do next. Let's buy a couple of those. 600 gold worth. That's okay. That's 100 plastic. I'm good with that. Let's see. I wonder if there's any tool that I need to buy. The binding tool's kind of handy to have. I can get more gold out of this thing, and then we can do that. So, okay. So first, I'm going to put a block right there. I'm going to move it. Let's see, scale it out. I'm going to go out 6 and hit the little plus symbol right there so you can see how big your block is. And then I'm going to go over, so I have 2 and then a little bit of change in between that and that. And on this one I'm going to put a old wheel, which I don't have an old wheel, so I need to buy one. Old wheel. There you are right there. 750. Oh man. Okay, fine. Old wheels are handy to have. It's good to buy one. Oh, I get a servo too. And some springs, which I don't really use very much. Seat. Won't use that very much once I get a pilot seat. Okay, now I have an old wheel, and where's it at? There we go. T to rotate it. Okay. And let's see, do I need to put it down farther? Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. In fact, maybe I don't need that block at all. Let's just put it down here. Whoops. Probably should change my rotation back to 90 again. Most of the time that works best. There we go, 90-degree rotation. Okay, for this one, I'm going to put a plastic block right on top of this wheel. I'm going to turn collision off, if I can find my properties tool. Okay, so I'm taking this thing down 0.9, so I set my scale to 0.9 and then I just moved it down into this wheel. And I also turned off, just so you don't miss, I turned off collision on this block. Because I'm putting it into a wheel, I want collision turned off so I don't move the wheel and bump the wheel. That's just something I've been burned by before, so not exactly a maybe a rule to live by, but it's something that I've noticed and have tried to steer clear of messing with the wheel too much. Okay, so I'm moving this thing out. I'm going to go out to 115. Let's see, is that that's probably about right. I'm just trying to get it close here, so 115 should, I think that should be about the center of my my portals. I'm going to put a glue block right here, and I'm going to scale that thing out. I can find the scaling tool again. I'm going to scale it out. This is a counterweight, and I'm using this to balance out the weight of the portals. And I think that's all I can do. And I think that should clear. You got to make sure not to stick it to the ground or do anything that's going to hit the wheel here. You can turn collision off on this stuff, so that should be good. It's just a big chunk of weight. I just need some weight out there. And now I'm going to put the portals out here. We need 2 portals here. And I'm going to rotate that with T. Let's see, I'm going to put it down towards the bottom of that, and then I'm going to connect the other portal right to it. Just like that. It's off center, that's going to bug me, can't do that. T, center it. There we go, that's much better. Okay, and now you're going to want to have these things colored different colors so they don't portal to each other. Oh no, I need the coloring tool. Ha! How about that? How much gold do I have? 1,500. Oh, that's not going to leave me enough. Bummer. Okay, well, either way, kind of need to do that. Oh, I was going to say to wait until the very last thing on that one, and normally I would wait until the very last to buy the coloring tool, but because these need to be colored something other than the same color, I'm going to throw that one into the mix. Oh, why in the world did it show up on 5? Oh, maybe it's how you buy them. The order that you buy them in, they show up that way. Oh, that's terrible. I hope not. I hope it reorders itself. Maybe you can drag them around. Maybe I have to turn off the tool first? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to investigate that because that's going to drive me nuts. Maybe I just did something very bad there by buying them in a different order. Alright, well, either way. Continue. Going to use... Let's just use plastic for this since I've got some. So I'm on yellow team, and I did this on purpose. Because essentially I'm going to put 2 portals here that are going to drop you into the river right around in this area somewhere. Right over here. And that's going to make you fall into this first stage, which is everything with these little rock bumps in it. This is the first stage. You start getting gold here as a reward, and it's if I drop you into the water here, you're gonna slide into the next stage before you die. So you essentially die over and over again right here, and that gets you gold every time. You can actually go away from your keyboard, and you can do that. So for this, I'm going to place a piece of plastic right there. Going to mess up my stuff there. I'm going to go 22, 22 and a half, I guess. I don't know. Okay, pull that over since I don't have enough plastic to extend out that way. And let's see, it doesn't really matter too much how high you are here. Let's go up 20 just so it's a nice even number. And I'm going to jump up there. Okay, and once I'm up here, I'm going to place something. What am I going to place? I'm going to place these guys. How many of them can I buy? Looks like 5 of them. Boy, that is not good. Pistons. Okay, so buying pistons. Looks like I need to get some more gold to continue buying pistons for this. I need about 40 pistons, so it's a pretty piston heavy kind of thing. You do not need that to make all the different types of gold grinders, but there's other things that are expensive about the other types. So I'm going to stick 2 pistons right there, and then I'm going to put a plastic block on that, and then I'm going to put more pistons where the pistons go, right there. I'm going to rotate. Okay. So essentially, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here, and then, so essentially I would just pile a whole bunch of these pistons together, and these 2 will cause it to go out, and they'll miss this tree that way, and then the other ones will take it down the river, and I'll show you what I mean there. Let's see, let's place portals right here. Cool. Okay, so when I can buy more pistons, I'll go ahead and extend that out, and I'll show you the end result of that. So for right now, I'm going to save it as AFJ. No, AFK. Just kidding. Save. Okay, and I guess I need to put a switch on this thing to activate it. Hey, look, I have a switch. Thank God. Something I don't have to buy right this very minute. And there's my switch, and it activates all of that stuff at the same time. I'm pretty sure it linked to all of them. And I don't have the binding tool yet, so I can't double check that. I'm gonna set the wheel speed. Let's see, the torque shouldn't matter too much, but I'll go ahead and crank it up a couple notches. I'm gonna put this real slow. So 0.5, and I'm not gonna stand in it just yet. I'm going to save it and reload it. Always make sure you save, and the reloading will just kind of make things, make sure that things are going to run smoothly. Let's see, I'm stuttering around because I'm trying to remember what I need to do here. So I've got collision off on that. Oh, I need to recolor that portal, that's right. So one of them needs to be white, and one of them needs to be yellow. Okay. And I think I just save again, because I just colored that portal. And I don't need to reload that. I just need to select all and unanchor. Make sure that my portals are still sitting here. They are. And then I flip the switch, and that thing starts to rotate, and those go out. You can see how that works. So essentially it's right over top of the river now. And then as soon as I put like 30 or 40 more pistons on here, it'll take you all the way down to just before that stage, the first stage ends, and that's where you want to drop in. Oh, here's something else. Forgot to turn collision off on these two. So turn collision off and it'll continue around, so I'll need to reload to do that. I turned collision off on this bar. You can turn collision off on all this stuff. You really don't need to collide with any of it. So now I'm just going to go over here, and I'm going to get so my switch is in view. And actually I need to be closer to the switch. I'm just going to look at, I'm looking at my places here, and I just need to make sure that all of my spawns are actually covered by these portals. So I'm going to stop right there. So it looks to me like this was the worrisome right here. I think it would get you if you were standing on that one, and I can make sure that here in just a little bit. I'm going to let it go just a little farther. Check that center one. So it looks to me like it would pick you up off of this one and then that one too. And then you go a little farther and check. This one right here is a concern. I'm not sure about that one. Yep, well, I guess it works, because I was just barely in there and it grabbed me. So that's okay. So it looks like that's going to work. I'm going to reload that real quick. And I need to do what I just did to these two portals. Turn off collision. Whoops. Turn off collision. Okay, and then I need to resave that. And save. And essentially you're good to go. I'm going to grab a new boat and go get me some more gold so that I can buy more pistons so that I can continue this out. And then I'll put those on, and then I'll fire this thing up and show you how it works. Okay, that's a little more painful than I remembered it being. I'm going to stop right there for now. I've got 1,800 gold, and I'm going to go ahead and purchase pistons and see how many pistons that gives me for my gold grinder. Looks like we're right there. 24 of them. Okay, so I'm going to add those 24 to my gold grinder and see how that looks. Okay, there you can see how far it goes. I don't think you're going to live long enough to hit that second stage with this many pistons. So that's, I forget how many I had to begin with, but I think that's like 28 or 27 or something like that pistons. So I really think you need more like 35, 40, something like that to get you down there and get you a little closer. And then you can speed this wheel speed up, of course, and that will that'll really engage the thing. Let's see how far I get, just out of curiosity. Make sure it'll grab me off of this one right here. Hello, little portal. What are you gonna do? Oh! Ah! I'm gonna die. Let's hope so, right? Why am I not dying? Anybody else seeing this? Good thing I have this recorded. I legitimately dropped into the river and I'm not dying. Oh, there I go. Okay, so in this particular case, I made it into stage 2, although I have no idea how I did that. That was not planned, and I really don't think it would make it on a regular basis. I'm going to walk around here and meet the portals as they come this way. Now, I'll speed these things up in just a second, and we'll see. But I am totally curious. There we go. Now I'm dying like I'm supposed to. That was kind of a fluke to begin with. Yeah, so you need just, you need this much more distance. So, probably another 10 portals or so, or 10 pistons or so would do it. So here I'm just getting 10 apiece. Oh, and another thing is I'm still Mega Member. I'm pretty sure there's Royal Member after this, and I think I'll end up getting, maybe I'll end up getting a little bit more gold, maybe 2 more gold per run. Oh, that was actually timed pretty well right there. The portals probably just did 1 revolution by the time I'm coming back. Let's see if it captures me again real quick. Nope, I can get away from it this time. Alright, so, and how you stop this thing is just to either reload it or clear all or something like that. That'll stop it. And then they just pull right back together. So the reason I like this one with the pistons like this is that you don't get a gold block, which is kind of unfortunate, but you also don't have to buy a jet to jet something down towards the end. And the setup on it is amazingly easy. I mean, literally all you have to do is hit load and then select all, unanchor, and click the switch. And you're good. You reset, or you go over here and you jump into the string and it takes you. Let me adjust that wheel speed. I'm thinking like a wheel speed of about maybe 10 should be good. Let's see here. Stop, start. That gives the new wheel speed. Now that looks, it's not like flying apart or anything. You kind of have to be careful because at a certain point it'll be off balance and it'll like fling out of the build area and it'll fly off into the end of the world. It gets kind of messy looking. So that's just 10 per time. I mean, I guess eventually, I already have enough for another piston. Look, I'm at 75. It's perfect. So you could just keep doing this over and over again until you get enough to fill up your pistons. And eventually, yeah, sure, you'd be there. Maybe go, grab a meal or take a shower or something, I don't know, and then come back and maybe you'll have enough. But, you got to deal with the 20-minute timeout thing. All right, call that a good video, I guess, and sort of half mission accomplished. I'll add some more pistons to that thing and show you guys in a later video how that is supposed to work, but you get the gist of it. You've seen these things work in the games before if you've been playing Build-A-Boat for any length of time. And there's different ways you can distribute the portals too, and I might show you some more of those other methods. But I'm no pro at building AFK grinders because honestly I'd rather just drive. Seems like more fun and I get more gold, I think. I could probably compete with an AFK grinder and see who gets more gold in the same amount of time. But the idea is you're AFK, so you don't actually have to be playing the game to get the gold. I personally think it's ridiculous because I kind of like to play. So anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, check out Hero Plays Roblox, my old videos, and yeah, have a great day. Bye-bye.